welcome to Old Time Knits. This is episode 33. Today is May 5th, 2024. My name is Marie and I'm coming to you from Central New Hampshire. This is my channel where I talk about all of my love for all the knitting and yarny goodness. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, then come on in and let's get started. All right, so I just wanted to say welcome to anybody who is new here. Thank you for stopping by, and for all of you people who keep on returning, thank you again so much. I forgot to say that you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Old Time Knits. So I thought I would get started today with what I am wearing. Yay! Okay, this is my Trillium Lake. And I will insert some video footage so you can see it better. This is a summer t-shirt by Kay Hopkins of Knit for the Soul. And I did mine in a yarn called Bamboo Pop. It is a 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. I had 4 skeins to start. I think I knit the 3rd size on a US 4 3.5 millimeter needle. My modifications were only a couple of small ones. I added about an inch, maybe an inch and a half to the overall length because I am a tall person and always need to add length to my sweaters. And I did not do the short rows. There are short rows in 2 places on this, on the back of the neck, which I did do some there. And then there are some on the very bottom hemline in the back to elongate the back of the sweater, but I opted not to do them on this one. Overall, I'm really happy with the fit on it, with the exception of I think that the neckline's a little bit wide. I have a little bit of trouble. I find that I fidget with it a lot, so that annoys me. So I actually did go and put in some elastic thread all along here on the inside of the sweater. And it does have some good spring back because of that. But if I cinched that in any tighter, it was making it pucker. So I may go back and do a pickup all along the neckline here and, do a couple of rounds and decrease in a little bit. I love it overall. It's super comfortable. It's soft. It's not hot. But this will annoy me. I'll be fidgeting with it the whole time I'm recording today. So I'm actually going to change out of it because I don't want to keep fidgeting with it. I feel it sliding off my shoulder and it just absolutely drives me nuts. Very distracting. But this yarn, I really, really enjoyed working with this. This was my first time using it. Universal Yarn is the brand on it, and it wasn't splitty. It was quite soft. It's comfortable to wear. It seems like it's going to wear well, and I don't see too much problems with stretching or any problems that I can see. So yeah, I am happy to have that off the needles. That was a fun knit. I forgot to say that this is classified as a number 3 lightweight, but it really knit closer to a fingering weight. I was off gauge on my, so I could have gone up a needle size and probably hit gauge, and it doesn't matter. I'm okay with it. I like how it's not too see-through, and I like the fabric that I got with this. So overall, I'm super happy with that, and I am going to change out of it now so that I don't keep doing this the whole podcast. So I will be right back. Hey, costume change. I hope that I'm not quite as fancy, but it's okay. I got a good knitty shirt on. All right, I'm going to move on to my next finished object. And this is a pair of socks. I have 2 of them. These were a work in progress. I think in my last video, I hadn't quite finished them. I was almost done. These are my Scrappy DK socks. and I used a US 3.25 millimeter needle. I cast on 48 stitches, and I used a self-striping yarn here, and then I used it for the heel and here as well. This is all one self-striping, and it just so happened to land that way. And then I used the purple. So the purple is Palmer Yarn Company in their, shoot, I do have the ball band, I'm sorry. Let me show you what the yarn is. It is Palmer Yarn Company. I like these guys a lot. In their DK sock, 75-25 in the aubergine colorway. And this is all I have left out of a full skein of that. And then the self-striping was Nicole Mendez in her soft sock DK in the coffee break colorway. Very nice yarn, both of them. So yeah, so this is a pair done. This is going into the Christmas gift knitting. These are for my oldest daughter. Happy to have those off the needle. And I will say that everything I talk about will be linked below. I have project pages for all of these, but this is just the recipe that I happen to use for my socks. I don't use a pattern. So, all right, that is pair number 1. Okay, my next pair, do have 2 of them, is a test knit. This is the DK Essentials sock from Kari Sinks of Dark Lake Fiber Art. Loved these. So completely ribbed sock. Pattern has not been released yet. So completely ribbed, I say, because it's ribbed on the bottom too, and I had never had a sock that's ribbed like that, but boy, this is going to fit nice. I can't, this is not my size. I made these for a gift knit, for a Christmas gift. And this was my first time doing a shadow wrap heel, which was very surprisingly quite simple. Not sure if I'm a fan of that for myself. I still don't know. I would have to try it on a pair of my socks to know whether it fits good or not, but it was fun to learn a new technique. So these are top down. She does also have instructions for toe up, and yeah, just a basic DK sock, ribbed sock, and I really, really liked it. The pattern was very easy, so if you are looking for a good, you know, variation on a regular DK sock, then by all means, this would be a great step up. The yarn that I used, let me grab the tag. The main color is a homespun house, and this is their soft sock in the puddle jumper colorway, and I had 37 grams left out of 100 grams, so quite a bit left, which was great. And that, you know, I did contrasting toes and cuffs. And the other yarn was the contrast color. I believe that this is, I'm not really actually even sure. But it just something that I had in my scrap stash. And I don't want to say it wrong in case it's not that dire, but yeah, so I will let you know when this pattern has been released. I love, love, love them. Look at how that colorway did that. Yeah, sometimes they do. It's kind of cool. I hadn't noticed it till I put it on camera. But so these are for a gift for I think my daughter-in-law for Christmas. Alrighty, and on to whips. My first whip is a sample knit for my local yarn store, and it is a child's size sweater. Let's see if untangle myself and get this to show you. Oh, come on. Here it is. Oh, it's so cute. I don't have the neckband on yet, so it's kind of being silly, but obviously I have a half a sleeve to go. This is called the Professor Sweater from Ray Blackledge. And I am doing the very first size. I think it's a 2-year-old size. I love the stripes. Love the stripes. This would be a great one to do for my grandsons, my little guys. So the yarn that I'm using is Barocco Remix. And this is a mix of nylon, cotton, acrylic, silk, and linen, which is crazy. This is really nice yarn. I was impressed. It is a worsted weight. The pattern calls for a DK weight. The gauge, I can't remember what the gauge was. Gauge was a 20 stitch gauge, and I am on gauge. So this color is color number 3903. It's just a really nice neutral color. But I was very impressed knitting with this. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be splitty, but it doesn't seem to be. So that was the main color. And then the contrast color, I don't have a color band for, but here it is. Shows way brighter on screen. It's more of a muted rusty color. It's hard to show these colors sometimes. Yeah, so I'm almost done with that. It does have I can't think of the word, a larger collar on it. I definitely, if I haven't already, I will put pictures on the screen of the pattern of what it looks like. So I'm almost done with that. And it's going fast. Those kind of projects, I love them. I forgot to say what I'm working on. I'm working on a US 6. Is it a 6? A US 6 4mm needle, yes, and a US 4 for the ribbing on the bands. Really a simple, basic, easy knit. So that's good. That one that's going fast. All right, and then the second thing on my needle is I talked about this as dream knitting in my last episode. I don't have too much done, but this is the Sea Haven by Jennifer Shields Tolan. I got it backwards here. Sorry. Like I said, I don't have too much to show. It's a little hard to show because it's just barely started. This is a pretty mossy green color, which I really like. I think it'll look nice. This was on my wish list last episode. I am doing a size 3. I am on a US 4. That's a lie. I am on a US 8. Sorry. Needle, which I had to go up a size to get gauge. But a very nice knit. Currently, I don't know how many more rounds I have to go on the neck. But anyway, I am using Elsebeth Lavold Silky Wool, which I talked about the last time. My friend Judy swears by this, and it is 45% wool, 20% nylon, and 35% silk. So this is classified a DK weight, and this is the color, has a color number on it, number 08. Really a nice mossy color. So this is very nice. I see why Judy likes the it's an easy knit. It's not hurting my hands. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, not a lot. Yeah, and I think it's going to be great. I'm anxious to get back on this. I put it I cast it on right after my last episode, and then it sat for a bit but I'm super anxious to get back on it and get the yoke. The yoke's fun. It's got a lot of it is charted and written, I believe. And mine, I'm going to make a short sleeve version because I do not have enough yarn for a long sleeve version. And this yarn will be good for the summer. Judy says it doesn't make her hot, so that's kind of a good thing. So yeah, so that is actually all I have on the needles at the moment. Okay, I don't have any dream knitting to share with you today. Next up on my needles will be the Skyline Tee from Tori U Knits. Tori U NYC. I'll put the correct information on the screen. Good grief, my brain today. That will be next up on the needles. I really haven't had a whole lot of extra time to knit. It seems like there's a lot off my needles, but that's over a 3-week period. And I do try to knit every day. I actually get up early in the morning to so I have an hour before I have to really get going and get functioning. And then when I get home in the afternoon, I try and knit for a couple of hours every day. So I was able to get all of that done. I felt very accomplished. And so next up will be that t-shirt and probably an additional pair of socks. I do have one other pair of socks on the needles. They are my car knitting, and I am on the second sock, and I haven't had much time for those either. So anyway, I don't have any dream knitting to share as of this podcast, but I'm sure there's plenty out there. I just haven't had a chance to look. I did, however, do a pre-order on some yarn that was offered by this yarn dyer. She's one of my favorites, and it's Yarn Ink. And I just want to say before I share this, that this is from her Offensive Crew. So while I won't say the name of the yarn, I am going to show it, and I don't want anybody to be offended. It's a little quirky. So anyway, all right, where do I start? I'm going to show you the yarn. This is the first one I bought, and Yarn Ink. I absolutely love, love, love her stuff. This is her DK, classic DK. It's 246 yards, but look at the colors. So I'm going to show the name. Please don't be offended. So I'm going to back up just a short minute here and tell you this is, I'm very passionate about this particular yarn dyer. I just love her. I've bought a lot from her over the course of the years, and I'm very passionate about the name on this because I have, my son is a 2-time cancer survivor, so it really means a lot to me. So this will be a pair of socks actually for me, since he's not knit worthy. But yeah, really nice yarn. And then of course, while I was on ordering that one, there were others, and this is another one of hers. Look at the colors. I mean, they're basically, in the same color group. And this is another Offensive one. I hope nobody's offended, and I'm sorry if you are, but yeah, look at them. Aren't they something? Yeah. So on the cancer one, I believe that she did donate some of the proceeds. I can't off the top of my head remember exactly what it was, but anyway, I think these are definitely going on the needles for me, but I'm not sure if they're next on the needles or if I'm going to cast on a pair of socks for my Annabelle, who has been hounding me to make another pair of socks. I haven't made her any in a while, so it's getting to be time. So yeah, that is basically all I have for acquisitions too. Again, sorry, bang the camera. I haven't really been home much. I have been working a lot. It's greenhouse season and starting of garden season and all of that. So busy, busy, busy. So that wraps up, I think, everything that I wanted to share knitting wise. And next, I just want to pop out a reminder to everybody that there are still 2 spots left for our knitting retreat. The Winter Woodland Knitting Retreat, which is being held next January here in New Hampshire. And I will link the episode, link the video for it up above. And you can always get in touch with me. I'm co-hosting with Judy of the Autumn Acorn. You can reach out to either one of us on Instagram. I will leave my email, which is down in the description box below. And hope that you want to join us. We're looking forward to it big time. And we're so happy to have already met all of our attendees, and we have a group chat on Instagram that we babble back and forth on. So, all right, I do not think that there is anything else that I have to tell you this time. It was just a quick visit while I can. It's actually a Sunday. Hubby is off with one of my sons for a little while, and it was very quiet around here, and I thought I'd jump on and do a quick episode. So I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.